What up, though? Ledge here. Chill with me. Wake y'all asses up. Good morning, Battle Rap. Good morning, Battle Rap World. Back with another one for you guys, man. Letting you guys know RX is on the show. Really good interview. Please tune in. We're talking about everything from our last battle with Shuni. We're talking about what's going on between her and E Hart. When is that going to go down? And some real notable stuff that I did not know about RX comes up in this conversation. So please stay tuned for that. But first, got to give you an opening monologue of what has taken place already. Smack Saturday was a success. The first Smack Saturday that people, had 50-50, I guess, opinions about. Wasn't sure how this was going to go. I thought it ended up being a very solid event. Even with one battle not going down with Prez Mafia no showing Danger Zone, thought it still turned out well. Yeah, kind of kicked off with Next versus Murder. And I said it on Twitter, you know, best Next performance on URL bar none. I think, see, with Next, right, and I know me and him go back and forth like playfully, like that's a homie. You know what I'm saying? He cool. I ain't got no. He know we all just joke, right? But my thing been with him is, and it's not his fault. When P takes you out of the Crucible, basically saying you're too good to be in the Crucible off of like one performance, that like just puts pressure on you. Like it's like skipping high school going straight into the pros. So with that, we want to see the explosiveness, the dynamic ability that led to somebody thinking you were that good to just skip that process and get on these, get these big looks on caffeine right in front of Smack and things of that nature. And his last couple of performances, I've gave him some wins. Like I felt like he beat Funeral Fame, Cuban, thought he lost to Rubando, but he gave me a round in a couple of them where I was like, ooh, he wilding. But then some of the rounds were just okay, right? This performance, I thought all three, he was superb. He had really good moments in there. As for Murder, I thought Murder was good. I think a lot of people, and that's why when you're on caffeine, don't follow the chat too heavy. Like sometimes I look down just to get a gauge and sense of how they feeling, because sometimes I'm wondering, like, am I in the minority on this battle, or is that a general consensus? And they wouldn't even really giving the tallies of who they felt was cooking. It was just Murder sounds like twerk, Next sounds like this, and it was just like, I don't know. Like, if you one of those people on caffeine that just really coming here, it's almost like the shade room. It's like you going there to be negative. It's like y'all turning caffeine chat into the shade room, and it's kind of a little disgusting. But I thought, and people don't even know Murder been in the game for like 10+ years. But anyway, I thought Murder was good. I thought his third round was his best round. I did like how he opened up with every round saying you look like just a little humor, a little something light. But Next was way more dialed in, way more focused. Like probably one of his top 2 or 3 performances I've seen from Next. Now this is the type of shit that you like. Oh, okay, I want to see more of that. So salute to both. I want to see both again. I thought it was a solid battle, man. Very solid battle. To open up a card, they both had energy. They both was moving around. Next just showed a little bit of. It's funny, he's probably been in it less amount of time, but he showed that vet quality, looking into the camera with one of his more powerful lines. That's a very underrated. We'll get into that with another battle. Nunna versus Quest was good, highly entertaining. Like with Quest, like doing what Quest does. Nunna rapping his soul out, man. He was rapping his soul out. I thought this is one of Nunna's better performances too. A lot of freestyling that people first, couldn't catch the sarcasm in me saying that on Twitter, but that's neither here nor there. Freestyle ability, punching, nice angles, real quick, straight to the point. Wordplay was good. He was just all around superb. I thought Quest did well. If you got it 2-1 either way, I guess I'm not mad. I edged it to none. Really dope battle. None of them been consistent since and I don't know if that was a Band Legacy or a Survivor Series, but it was against Skates, I believe, when he made his return, and he's been good ever since. He hasn't had a bad performance to me. So salute to none on that, right? Then we get into battle of the night, Prep versus Drugs, gentlemen. Bravo. That's how you rap. There's a lot of buddy battles that you see, and you just like they not gonna take it there. This is too soft, too soft. They took it there. They took it there and still show love at the end. They know it's a sport. They know it's competitive. And they brought it, man. They brought it. Drugs, man. And I know there's like something that the crowd just don't connect with Drugs for whatever reason. If if you can't give him props in this battle, like you really just don't like dude. You really just don't like dude, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I thought he was like you. There's nothing in even with the stumble, like the stumble in the second. It took a little second, but he got it back and he was dope after that. I see y'all let people that are like y'all fan favorites slide when they stumble. Like, yeah, you know he did a little stumble, but he got it back though, and then y'all just keep praising him. Don't harp on Drugs like that because he did the same thing. Shit, I seen Casey do it against Prep, and people act like it never happened, and or say it wasn't that bad. So y'all can't pick and choose. Y'all cannot pick and choose. As for Prep was Prep was in his bag. And here's the thing: a lot like Swamp. I'm not comparing them in skill, but when Swamp went against Casey and he looked bad against Casey, and Prep looked at kind of bad against Casey too, you start to like devalue them or something. Like they lost to a battle rapper, not oh they lost to a woman, so they suck now. No, because then you're insulting the women. No, he lost to a battle rapper. Like some people aren't. Some every dude isn't built or equipped to battle a lady because the angles and approach you take isn't the same hard hitting material you would for a guy. And it helps that you know each other because they was taking it there. So salute to them. Prep also did something at the end of I think it was the last round when he brought up DMX and all these greats dying, but Drugs still hasn't taken out a legend yet. He looked into the camera with that bar, man. Sometimes I've been telling people about judging performance. Like you guys, a lot of I won't say you guys because I'm just talking in general, but a lot of people only give props to performance if you're Hitman Holla doing all types of moves and things like that. If you're Arsenal and you sometimes performance can just be subtle movements, looking into the camera, staring at us that's watching as opposed to staring at your opponent or looking over to smack. Like the eye contact, the engagement, the involvement, that's performance based stuff to me. So salute to people who are taking that into account. That's a real vet move, man, because there's more of us watching than people that's in the building. So salute to them. Danny versus Suge. Danny with a 30 bomb. Really not much to take away from this battle. Danny was really good, but that's like Danny's always really good. I wouldn't say always. Most of the time. 80% of the time he's really good. He's in the lead for champion of the year still. Suge energy. I was when I came into this battle, I always give Suge the first round, and that's what I was going to do in this battle. I said 2-1, Danny clear, but Suge will probably get the first round because that's when he does all his special moves. Let's get one thing straight, random, all that, right? His energy was just low. Like I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know if he's gotten over, some real tragic stuff. I don't know if he just wasn't inspired. I don't know, but Danny cleared him clearly. If he can clear real sick next week, man, he is definitely in the lead. I got him in the lead already, but if you be sick the following week, it's yours for the taking. Just don't have a second end of your year like you've been having the last few years that got you out of the champion of the year race. You know what I'm saying? In strong as well. But salute, man. That card was good to me. So I'm talking one very solid battle, two really good battles, and a 30 ball. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at that. But yeah, salute to them. And yeah, we got more along the way. Stay tuned. We back, right? I want to start doing this segment. I used to do it on my podcast when it was on all DSPs. Did it for a bit on YouTube, just by itself. But I figured it'd be a good time to install this in Good Morning Battle Rap. You know, because a lot of people wake up early in the morning and be like, yo, I need some good battles to watch, something new, something refreshing. So that's what I'm going to do, man. Battles to watch, you know, some hidden gems, or maybe some not so hidden if you like a diehard battle rap fan, like across the board, not just like a battle league fan for one particular league. But that's neither here nor there. So if you're a battle rap fan, is I just got two this time around. I'm gonna start in a unfamiliar place to most, New Zealand. I know y'all about to turn this shit all the way off. New Zealand, the one outs. Shout out to that league, man. And it's a guy over there that I feel that can cross over. I feel this. I told y'all about Real Sick a couple years ago. When I watched him, I said he got that crossover ability. His style can fit in England. Excuse me, can fit in England. King of the dot URL, and what happened? You know, he had one. He had the best performance abroad from an American or anybody that wasn't from the UK in the UK. He had the best performance against Maverick. I think I know just like a little bit, like just a tiny fraction of a bit. I know some stuff. This guy is named JP80. He's from New Zealand. I spoke about him before in one of his battles, and he just I don't know who he reminds me of. It'll come to me, but it's just he's real slick, got a really dope pin, angle. He got really good angles and he punches in the angles. Always that combination is often the winner. If you can angle but punch within your angles and still drive the point home, that's kind of tough to beat when you execute it. That's what he does. He went against somebody named Papa Mac, who I wasn't familiar with. I like what I seen from Papa Mac in that battle. A little choppy at times. You can tell JP a little more seasoned with it. Got a little more refined skill set. But it was a good battle, man. One outs New Zealand. I believe that card is called the Revival. So check it out. They got a YouTube channel. One outs New Zealand. It's one outs NZ. So check that battle out. I battle. They always bringing out dope stuff, man. LL Cool J versus J Jeans. It's LL Cool J is one of the hardest working people in battle rap that don't get. We always praise A Ward, Chef Trez, Danny Myers, JC for their work rate, battling everywhere. LL Cool J is in that same tier. You might not put him in that tier skill set wise. That's fine, whatever. He's in that tier as far as getting busy consistently. He ain't done either. Like he's battling Ill Will as well in a few months. Like he is out here working. Man, he's out here. He just battled the Saga too. So and Jay Jeans is somebody out of Ohio. Ohio got so much talent. It doesn't just start and end with Fonz. They got Pain. They got Sneezy Bo. They got Cheddar. They got Ghost. They got a lot of people, man. So Jay Genius is just another one from that hotbed of Ohio that's rocking right now. And this was a good one. Lex does a great job at picking really good matchups that suit the league, and that's one to watch. And I believe that one is like it's real quick. So it was like maybe 17 minutes tops. So definitely check that one out. Again, JP80 versus Papa Mac, one ounce in New Zealand. They speak fluent, like the English is good. So you don't have to be worried about accents throwing you can hear them clearly. So don't worry about that. And then I Battle TV on YouTube, LL Cool J versus J Jeans. All right. Now we're gonna get to RX. The RX interview. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it. And we're here as promised with one of the most talented writers in battle rap today. Gifted, talented, and just really consistent. And she is from the West. She is the one and only RX. Blessing me. What's good? How are you feeling right now?
I feel really good, man. How are you? I'm so happy to be back on your show. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You've been showing love since, you know what I'm saying, back in the day and all
Yeah.
that. You feel me?
Yeah,
Good to
man.
see you reach your heights and all that.
I'm trying. I'm trying. I feel great. I feel blessed. So I
Yeah.
watched your battle versus Shuni, which was a good, really good battle back and forth. This was for the
Yes.
fifth year anniversary of West Coast Elites, a league that doesn't get enough respect and credit, in my opinion, for what they do and the
Yes.
quality. So shout out to everybody over there, the staff. How did you
Yes.
feel? You was headlining a 5th anniversary card with thousands watching. Like just tell me, like, how did you feel any added pressure with that title? Not really.
No, it's just another battle. Just another day at the office, man. It's just another battle. It's an honor to be headlining, you know what I'm saying, here in my city, you know what I'm saying? Well, it was in LA County, but yeah, it was dope, you know what I'm saying? It was super dope. Shuni, her first 3-round battle back, that right there was a super dope aspect to it. I think that the only pressure that I honestly felt was like Shuni has like a big fan base. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when you're battling somebody, it's like you're battling like their star power. You're battling their fan base. Like, you know
Of
what I'm saying?
course.
It's like you're going against like their wave,
Mm-hmm.
basically. You know what I'm saying? And she's like an established battle rapper, you know what I'm saying? Shuni's been here for years and years. You know what I'm saying? She has a crazy resume.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? I think that right there was like where most of like my pressure came from her. But I also just in general put a lot of pressure on myself, you know what I'm saying, for every battle. You know what I'm saying? It's always like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying, you gotta show up, you gotta show out, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, get the people what they want and improve
Facts.
on different areas and just do whatever it is that you gotta do to get that W. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah,
it was a good battle though,
it
man. At the end
was.
of the night, I was just so relieved and happy that it was over, and it was a good battle.
Absolutely, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I watched it. Shout out to the people on Caffeine watching it with me. Um, the, a lot of people saying this is probably your best performance, like overall from the bars to just like how comfortable you seem, and you always can write, but the performance with the writing. Do you feel like that? Because I know you're a person, you real critical of yourself, like. You don't just go with what everybody's saying.
Yes.
Like, do
Yes.
you feel like that? You feel like you've been better? Like, honestly, how you feel about your performance all the way?
Yeah, I definitely feel like it was better because I feel like I just always want to have like a steady incline in my writing and my performances. You know what I'm saying? With every battle, I want to always have that steady incline. So as long as I'm doing better every battle, then I feel I'm where I'm supposed to be at
Mm,
because I don't want to be doing worse every battle. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like as long as I'm doing better, but I do feel like this was one of my better performances, one of my better battles just overall. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I were to, like, stop battle rapping today, hypothetically speaking, of course, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy. Like, I did my shit. I held it down, period. I came through. I had a lot of crazy bars. I hit Shuni with a lot of stuff that she's never heard before.
Mm-hmm.
I did not hit her with the typical angles that she always hears. And I did something different. You know what I'm saying? Especially with my third round, I did something really different. And it was, a gamble with the third round because it's like I'm not about to sit here and gunbar her to death and punch her to death. Like I'm not gonna do that in the third round. I'm gonna just angle. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And I feel like it was just different. You know what I'm saying? It stood out. It was different. It was dope. It was fire. A lot of people really loved the bars that I had in the third round. They really respected what I brought in that third round. And yeah, just doing different things and just, you know what I'm saying? Trying to just elevate and grow from different places and I just doing the same thing over and over and over again.
yeah, nah. A lot of people was tuned in. Like I said, a lot of people said this might be up there with one of your all time like so far, and you still like you said you still got a lot more battles to go and stuff like that. But for your early start in this thing,
Yes.
it's definitely up there. In my opinion, I'll say it for me. I thought so. I thought you was like you said, you was very well rounded, angles, punching, just delivery, everything was spot on. From here, what is next for you though? Because now you can't go back now. You know that, right? It's no
Right, I
like
know.
no small leagues battling homegirl from the block. Like you done battled your Shunies, the Bonnies, who Bonnie's internationally kind of popping. She done battled everywhere. You done battled some big names. You battled my verse. What's next?
Right,
What's next for you now?
right. Gaddis, you know what I'm saying? Like battle
Gaddis?
Gaddis is also, in my opinion, like an international battle rapper as well. And that's
Absolutely.
one thing that I've always admired about Bonnie and Gaddis and my verse. I'll even throw her name in there as well. That they are people who battle everywhere. They can touch every stage and they can still intrigue multiple audiences. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Like they're amazing. I'm happy to have them on my resume. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But yeah, I want to be the same. I want to be international awesome. I don't want to just be known on one league and you know what I'm saying, but one trick pony type of thing. Like I want
Yeah.
to be able to do everything on any stage in front of any crowd. Like that's what I'm working toward overall. But my next move is nothing set in stone right now. It's nothing locked in right now. It's just a lot of talks, a lot of different battles. I definitely want to just keep my projection going up,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want to battle names where I'm saying I feel it's going to be worthy, and what I'm saying, and battle in places where the business is going to be right, and yeah, man, the sky is the limit. But yeah, I don't have anything locked in right now, but there are talks of many different things, and I'm gonna just see where it takes me next. You know what I'm saying? Just see what I want to do next for
Yeah.
this next battle. But the next one, yeah, it's gonna be special for sure.
Yeah, it should be because I know I got caught in the middle. Somebody shout out the referee like, yo, how you always get caught in the middle of stuff? By mistake, I was tagging. I did the hypothetical cards that I normally do, and I was like, yo, RX and E hard to be fire. Then for a whole day straight, I just see y'all bombing on each other, and I'm like, oh man, this is my fault.
Oh,
I was
that
like,
was
oh,
you. Sorry, that's so funny.
so
I
like,
mean, I think that you just kind of stepped on like a missile that you didn't know was right there, and it was
yeah,
like boom. You feel
yeah,
me?
that was
I think
crazy.
that's what happened.
That was crazy. I was like, "Oh, should I delete this? Should I delete this thread?" I was like, "I'm gonna keep it." But like, what is the talk? Like,
Nah, you
what?
gotta leave that up there and let it breathe.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna let it go. But like, what is the holdup with that battle? Like, I don't see why that can't get done. Is it more so on her end, honestly, or is it just scheduling, or like y'all both are busy? Like, what is the deal? Keep it real with your boy. I need to know.
Oh my god. Well, last time I said something, he heart feels that I threw her under the bus. So I don't
Mm,
want to make it seem like I'm like talking down on her, talking bad
right.
about her or her business ethic or anything like that. But what I will say is I'm ready. I got my rounds ready to go. You feel me? I
Wow.
might have to, what I'm saying, redo a couple of bars here and there, but I'm ready. And yeah, it's like some stuff like behind the scenes that's currently like right now getting
Sure.
worked out. You feel me?
Sure.
So I'm gonna just see what's up with her. You feel me? I took shots at her in the battle.
You
She
did.
sent me some mean text messages not too long ago. Nah, I love you, heart man. We talk shit to each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? But she's
Wow.
actually really nice. I actually admire her a lot. But yeah, I'm still gonna fuck her up. That's all I can say about it.
Talk. Yeah,
And
I like
hopefully it'll
that.
be sooner than later. But I'm still gonna like I'm not off her neck yet. Like my foot is still right there. You feel me? I'm not getting off the E hard. I just love when people be like, oh, what's up with our race? Why she think she can see eat hard and oh she this and she that. Like these are the same people who said that I was gonna get 30 by Shuni. Like,
Mm.
and did I get 30? Hell the fuck
No.
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 So these people like predictions don't matter to me. I don't care what your fan base has to say about me. I don't care what anybody is saying because when you look at my battle with Shuni, then the recap is gonna be a whole lot different from those predictions.
Mm.
So I don't care about predictions. Like, talk to me when the recap is up, okay? After the battle
Mm.
happens, that's when I want to hear y'all those opinions and shit like that.
Talk.
Before, it's just funny to me. Like it's just so funny. Oh my god.
Talk that shit. Yeah, like I want to. Yeah, no, I definitely want to see that, and I do think at some point it's gonna happen because both of you guys, like the thing about it is neither one of you are tied to one league. Y'all are freelancers. Y'all have got the freedom to do what the hell y'all want to do, which I love. Some
Right.
of the best battlers, I always think of Hollow, how he could just go anywhere and just do some shit. You know what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying? I think that's Fred Danny too. So like
Yeah.
I know it's going to happen. I guess the fan in me just wants to see it happen sooner than later. Is there anybody else like that? Because every time I talk to you, I'm going to bring up Vixen the Assassin because I remember you said her name and I told her what's up with the smoke and she was down with it. Um, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. That was
but
a while ago. Huh? I remember that
yeah, I
part.
ain't
I
gonna never
remember that
forget.
part.
I ain't letting that
Yeah.
slide. We ain't
Yeah.
letting that slide. So, with y'all on the West now, you got Sis Star outspoken. She got the West Coast elites. Vixen already been over there on the riot. Is that something we can possibly see? Maybe if not this soon, sometime next year. Like I feel like you got a list. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it real. I think you got a little
Yeah.
list, low key.
I honestly don't.
No.
I honestly don't have a list. I mean, I think that when I first started out battle rapping, I was obsessed with that list stuff. And I
Mm-hmm.
felt like, oh, I want to battle these names right here. I would have these little names that I wanted to battle. And I don't think that any of those battles ever happened with me and any of those people that I had on my list when I first started battle rapping. So now it's kind of like, like my battles just kind of come out of nowhere for me, right? Like I never thought I was gonna battle Bonnie. She was never on my radar. But then the opportunity presented itself. So I took the opportunity, and from there, my verse. I didn't think that my verse was gonna come out of her retirement to battle me. The same way Gaddis. I didn't think that Gaddis. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bringing them out.
It's just like it's like I get names thrown at me all the time. Like I'm always getting hit up for battles, but I just take what I feel would be dope. Like what I feel is like a good look for RX, and I just I'm kind of picky about when I take a battle, who I'm battling, what stage it's going to be on. I'm really picky and particular about these things because, I want to make sure that my career is in like an upward trajectory. Like I feel like it's been up and it's going to stay up, period. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't have a list. It's just whatever comes along and whatever makes sense,
Nah, I respect it. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't care. You don't gotta say. You can say next question, but who was on that list back in the day? Like, give me just one.
Okay, I think it was like Tia S. It was like Nina Cruzet.
Oh, she was dope.
And it was one more. This was like years ago. This was like in 2016, maybe.
I was about to say, yeah, that sounds like that definitely sounds like a 2015-16 list right there.
It was those two names, and there was one more name. What was the other name? I can't think of the third name right now. I cannot think of that third name. But I did an interview, and I remember saying in the interview, I want to battle these three names right here. I like those girls, this and that. And like none of those battles ever happened. So yeah. I think I kind of spoke my verse into existence. I think I did that. I think I was on like the interview and I was saying how like to me she has like the better pins to battle rap her 40 bars and I would like to battle her and then boom, the battle happens. Like I never expected her to actually come outside, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? She did. So it's like the power of your words is real, you know?
That's a fact.
But yeah, I was happy to have those battles on my resume with Gaddis, my verse, Bonnie, now Shuni.
Yeah.
So it's like,
stacking them.
E Hart, she got to come outside for sure.
She's
definitely somebody that I have to battle. Like I just know it's gonna happen. So
yeah. Absolutely. One of my last few questions. One of my last few questions. This was because I do the Queen Talk every Thursday. I was just talking about battle rap. Nice. The ladies killing it. My man Ref Nelson, manager of Fonz. I was talking about like the ladies who got the best pins in battle rap. I named you and a couple of others 40, and he was like, "What about Jazz the rapper?" And I said, she's got a nice pin, but her pin isn't as good as these ladies. He said she was top 3, and I said better than 4. Like, where do you rank your pin? Because I was shocked that like he put Jazz pin above yours. And like other people that I was like, pen? We're just talking writing? Like, where do you rank yourself as far as the pins in the game?
I honestly,
and that's no shot at Jazz. No shot
at the very top.
You think you got the best?
No shot at anybody. I think that all the women are extremely talented. I feel like we all are creative in our own way, and we all bring something special to battle rap. And there's a fan base for all of us. You know what I'm saying? There's some people out there who just want to support the women, or they want to support this woman or that woman because she does this or she does that. You know what I'm saying? Like Couture with the props and making bitches cry and you know what I'm saying, like 40 bars. She's so intricate with her writing, and Jazz is so witty with her pen, and Official is just out the gate bombing on bitches, like like we can even throw Misfit in there. I think that Misfit is a very good writer, and she just cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? I just think that it's just so many talented women. But me, how I view myself, like I think that my writing is like at the top. Like my writing is for sure at the top. I don't feel like a lot of people have the intricacy that I have. They don't have the depth and the layers to their bars like I have. I feel like a lot of the people just kind of like stay on the surface where it's safe. And I take those risks and I go where it's not safe per se. You know what I'm saying? And I go to those depths and I just do a lot more with my writing. I just see I see depth whenever I'm writing. I don't just see it in 2D.
Ooh,
I think I see it more so in 5D. Yeah. Yeah, I see it more so in 5D when I'm writing. So yeah, even like with my third round with Shuni, like we've never, I can't think of no woman that's ever done that before in a battle for a whole round. And Shuni even said it herself, like people have like brought that kind of stuff up to her, but they've never went to the depth that I went to in my third round. Like we have never seen that from any woman in battle rap outside of myself. So that right there just shows like the depth of my pen. I think that the reason why I did that, because I think at first I had it to where it was only like some bars like that, and I went back into like some regular shit. But then I was rapping it, and it didn't feel right. It was like, how am I talk about all this, Black woman empowerment shit, and what I'm saying, bringing up all these historic names and talk about how these women opened up doors for us, what I'm saying, back in the day, and then I go and say, oh bitch, I'll headshot you, like, what I'm saying, like, it didn't feel right.
No, that's
but what I thought about. My absolute favorite battle rapper of all time is Hollow the Don. Everybody knows this. And I remember after the Geechee battle at the baby shower, he was like, oh my God, your second, your third round was so dope. Like, you really wrote some crazy stuff. Like, that was like he just, praised me for it. And I was just like, oh my God, Hollow, thank you. And he was like, yo, you have to do that more often. And I'm like, well, I don't think that I should, because people aren't gonna like catch it. Like, it's too deep for like certain audiences. And he was like, no, it doesn't matter. Like, you have to do that. And I was like, oh, okay, like, I'll do it again one day, right? But I just didn't know when to do it, or like who to use it on, like who was it gonna fit with. I think I almost did it with Gaddis.
I was bringing that up.
Yeah, I almost did it with her, but I ended up just limiting the bars, and I put it at the end of my first round about the Ankh and how she wears the Ankh, but don't match her lifestyle. Like, it was actually like fire. Some real deep shit before I just limited it to those, 6 bars or whatever that was at the end of the first round. It was actually some real deep shit. And I let a few people hear some of what I had, and they were like, oh my God, why didn't you say that? That was like crazy. And I was like, I don't know. I didn't want to get too deep. Like, they were like, no, like, you should have done it. So
Gaddis was impressed with that. Gaddis was really impressed with that. She told me on the show.
Was, and that's like super dope. Yeah, that's super dope. That battle was just so fire to me. Oh my God. But yeah, I just felt like I didn't want to feel like, oh, I could have done it, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? With shooting, I didn't want it to be a missed opportunity, to show the depth of like my intelligence, my mind, like my culture, like what I believe in, what I stand for. Like, these are just words that I'm putting together. Like, this is like a piece of me that I'm giving the world. You know what I'm saying? It's not just some bars. Like, this is like real shit. These are real incidents of life. This is real things that we have had to deal with, as Black women in this country. And I had to highlight that in some way. You know what I'm saying? Addressing the whole Black bitch phrase or whatever. Yeah. And a lot of people have been hitting me up about that third round, man. A lot of people came up to me in the building. B-Dot was in the building. Like, B-Dot was like hitting the roof with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother right there, man. Yeah, that's my bro. But yeah, man, it was really dope, and I just feel good about the battle overall, and where I took my pen throughout the entire battle.
Yeah, no, that for sure, like that. Like, tying that in, like, it's one thing to have an angle in your head and flush it out, but it's another thing to execute it but still keep people engaged in it throughout the whole time you're using it. So I think that's what's probably the most impressive. Like, yo, she started there, but like, she's still there and I'm still like engaged. That's really important to keep people attention. So no, definitely I agree with that. But out of all that shit, I'm telling you now, France, let's talk battle rap. He gonna bypass all this shit and highlight. RX said, update news. RX said she has the best pen. She got the best pen in battle rap. That's it. That's all he gonna take. I know France. France, my guy. I know him, but I can see that now.
Yeah, I love France. I love France. Shout out to France. Let's talk battle rap. You gonna see us on Saturdays after the battles. I'm with them. We're doing an after party and all that. We turning up. Make sure y'all tune in on caffeine. But yeah, you know what? I love the little updates and stuff like that, because it gives people talking, it gives people to watch the interview and see, what was really said and all this stuff. I love all of it.
Yeah, that's why I was going. Beautiful segue. You know what I'm saying? See, I learned my segues now. I can just roll right into that.
That's right. Let's go, man.
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So with the Let's Talk Battle Rap shit, I seen you there. How did that come about? And also, can you talk about, because Nico told me this and I didn't notice. I had to go back and check. Shout out to my brother from another Nico TV.
Nico.
He told me that you were actually like dabbling in media before, like a little bit, like doing predictions and things like that.
Yeah, that's how I started. Yeah, I started off doing media. Yeah, I started off doing media when I first started coming back on the scene. Mm-hmm. I think that like somebody, I don't even know who it was. It might have been R&B from Ahad. That's my boy. Shout out R&B. I think that he was the one who told me like, oh, like you should just give predictions, give a recap after their battles and this and that. And I was like, they don't want to hear what I gotta say. And he was like, no, yes they do. Like, people like you. Like, just do it. And I listened. And then I got dissed in every battle. Everybody hated me. It was like, oh, fuck you, Reese. Y'all, yeah. They was like going in on me, okay? This was back in like the AHAT days when AHAT was booming up over here.
Right.
And I remember going up to the battles and everybody had a Reese bar. And that's when people started knowing my name, who I am. That's how people started really like knowing who I am. So I was just like at the battles with the homies, you know what I'm saying? Here to support, whatever. Right. I started doing the predictions and the recaps and all this different stuff. And yeah, they started going in on me, and then that's when people from other regions was like, "Oh, okay, like this girl name is Reese, like she always at the battles, like whatever." And then that's when I started battle rapping later on. But yeah, I started off doing media.
Wow,
I did.
I thought Nico be trolling me so much. I was like, let me go check for myself. And I sure enough, I saw that shit. It was like he was doing a prediction. It was a West Coast Elite card. You was like outside, but like with brick wall behind you, just like giving your real opinions. I'm like, oh shit, she was one of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, that's crazy.
That's so funny. But to answer your other question about how I ended up with Let's Talk Battle Rap, they were hitting me up to be a part of it, but my schedule is always so busy, and I don't like to commit to something if I know I'm not going to be able to fully commit to it. You know what I'm saying? But my schedule opened up, and I was like, oh, okay, like what I'm saying, I don't got to go back to work for a few months because school is out. I work at a school. And they were like, oh, okay, like, what I'm saying, let's talk about it. Let's get you on. I said, okay, for sure, let's do it. So, so now I'm with them. Like, I've always been really good friends with friends. I met friends in New York when I battled Tony Blanco back in like 2018. Back then, in those days. Yeah, I met him a while ago, and we've just been like this ever since. Like, we're both Libras, so it's like that Libra power. You know what I'm saying? Like, same with Cece. Like, Cece has always been a sweetheart. I love her. She's such an amazing girl. Same with Vlad. I know he's on like I think he's taking like a break from media right now, but Vlad was always super cool. Yeah, and like I've always been doing media anyway. So yeah, it's like I just fit right in, I just fit right in.
That's dope. Yeah, I popped in there one day, man. So I was like, hold up, is that? I think I was like, is that RX somewhere? And it was friends like, yes, Ledge. I was like, I didn't know. So shout out to everybody over there. And shout out to you for sure. And no, it's been dope. I just want to say thanks, for always supporting the platform. It's really hard. It's really hard to get the women on. Like, I try my best, but you always made time for me. So I'm like so super humble and grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? You wanted the queens on here rocking with it. So to get you on, like, I think it's like our 4th interview. So that's a big.
Probably so, yeah.
So that's a big deal.
You always have my support. You always have my support. I remember I would always just see you making comments in like the live feed when I was on Queens of Battle Rap with Nomad. And then I would be like, oh, this dude, he be tuned in. Like, he know what's going on. Like, what the heck? And I see you at your show. And I was like, oh, man, like, I'm happy to be able to, come on your show and, give insight and talk about different things. I feel like you're just so knowledgeable and you are tuned into battle rap. Like, you will be knowing what be going on, the small leagues, the big leagues. You are familiar with up-and-coming talent. Like, I really value that because a lot of people only look at the stars of battle rap, and it's like we have to always remember that they're not always going to be here. There's other classes coming up behind those guys, and we got to be in tune with them also. You know what I'm saying? And know who's on the up and things like that. So yeah, man, I always appreciate that about you because you always are tuned in to battle rap, not just one set of people or one league or one that you're tapped in. So I definitely appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of like what you said about like you want to be international. I think it's important to say when you talk battle rap culture, you can't say battle rap culture and only be limited to just what's going on in certain areas. So I'm with you in that fight to broaden the culture and the game for real. So I appreciate your time. I look forward to seeing what your next move is. I'm gonna be tuned in, and this ain't gonna be the last time. So I'll just say I'll see you soon. All right.
Yes, of course. You know we right here, man. You know we right here.
All day. Hey, thanks for everybody tuning in. Hope you enjoy. And as always, keep it battle rap, peace, and love. Later.